we need to talk about anime games, because I feel we've hit an impasse with them. And with the release of Nen Impact recently, which debuted 200 players peak on SteamDB for an online 2D fighter, that's pretty much dead on arrival. Like, you could genuinely make a case for it already being untenable for the devs to make DLC for that game. Who's gonna buy it and who's gonna play it? But I partially think we, the customers, are also to blame in this.
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?
We keep buying and enabling these games, but are not very good, to be honest. But don't get me wrong, I'm no saint in this. I fell for the JJK Cursed Clash scam. And I kid you not, that game was probably alive for like 2 weeks tops. I mean, like, Jump Force wasn't a very good game, but even a year or two down the line before they shut down the servers, you could still find an online game. I could put the house down on the fact that if you boot up Cursed Clash right now and try to search for an online game, you would not find a single match. And these crooks over at the Cursed Clash dev team, they saw that plus 50, dropped 2 mid DLCs, and ran for the hills, bro. That game is not getting another update. And I think this lack of innovation and creativity has really started to take hold and hurt the community's trust in these anime games. Like, I think very soon, Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles 2 is going to release. And using this game as an example, it's an arena fighter, your bug standard anime game. But my problem is with these anime games that come out nowadays is that if you've played Storm 4, in fact, even Storm, the first Storm game, you've pretty much been playing Hinokami Chronicles 2 since 2008. Because nothing has really changed to the formula of arena fighters. Because they're still your same 10 maps, maybe 20 characters when they start off. That builds up over time. Same mechanics. And the only difference between these games from 2008 is that we've got better visuals and a different IP. That is literally it. And this isn't a new complaint either. This has been happening for a really long time now in the community, where whenever we get a new anime game, they only ever fall into the category of a Muso game like Pirate Warriors, an arena fighter like Jump Force, Sparking Zero, Hinokami Chronicles, or Ninja Storm, mobile gachas like Bounty Rush, Dragon Ball Legends, Dokkan Battle, and 2D fighters. But you get my point. And so when your favourite anime gets forced into this mold of like a 2D fighter, arena fighter, Muso, gacha, and it probably shouldn't be in that mold, and then the game inadvertently flops afterwards, it hurts to see, because they may not even give the IP another chance afterwards, because like they might deem it too risky to even make a move on and make a game around it. And so that's why we only really ever see them branch out and try new ideas with the heavy hitter IPs like Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto. And that's where I'd say my biggest complaint is, and the communities, is where when they do try a new idea, they always half-ass it. Like, for example, One Piece World Seeker. Like, if you told me before that game came out we was getting a One Piece open world game, I'd have told you there's no way on this planet that game would flop. It had to be minimum 8 out of 10. Because it's One Piece, there's no way you can make that bad. Like, just imagine liberating islands that we've seen in the show. We could go to Wano, you could go to All Cake Island, and just relive the story of One Piece. You could even have it where you could have your own character, and you just live out the story in a different way, where you grab your own devil fruit and grab your own crew, and you just start sailing the seas. But all we got for World Seeker was open world bandit beer with no replay value. There's no story to be told here. And I think the biggest crime of all for a One Piece game was that you couldn't play as any other Straw Hat till the DLC came out, and even then you could only play as Zoro. And it don't even have to be an open world game. We don't see creative ideas with the IPs ever. Like, you could do something like if any of you guys have ever played Civ, you'll know what I'm talking about. But you could do like a Civilization type Naruto game. Like, imagine that you and your friends, you all control one village, and then as time goes on, you're developing it. So you go from like the Hashirama era down to like the Hiruzen, Minato era to Naruto's era, and maybe even down to Boruto's era in the future. Just wage wars against different villages to see who's the best and strongest. Like, a game like that would be kind of fun. We just don't see creative ideas in the space. It's always painful to see something like World Seeker, where they have taken a different approach to the game. They've tried a new idea, but when they've executed it so poorly, and it obviously flops straight after it comes out, because they half-assed the attempts at creativity, it just then gets publishers to make them play it safe which they have been doing for such a long time now. Thus continuing the cycle now, the formulaic anime games that we get now. And so when I feel let down by these devs of the games, I usually always used to turn to Roblox. And like, if you know how good Roblox anime games used to be back in the day with like Final Stand, Ninja Life 2, I always felt they were the perfect escape, because now all we get with Roblox games are these battleground games where it's just, you make a massive arena themed around an IP. It could be like Demon Slayer, for example, and you just give the player a set of characters to pick from, where it could be like Tengen, so you get 3 abilities and ultimate, and you just fight other people using different abilities all the same as you. And at first it was cool, but now it's become really repetitive. We've got loads of them. But these battleground games are not my only problem with Roblox games, because I also cover another game called Blue Lock Rivals, and using this game as an example, it has lots of gacha elements where, like for my latest video, I made a video covering this style called McNagi, which is based off Nagi, pretty much putting fries in the bag. But to get this style, you have to spin for like a 0.1% chance to get it, and so I'm pretty much free to play on that game. So if I don't get him out of the lucky spins where it gives you a higher chance of getting stuff like that, I'm pretty much cooked for that week. I'd have to use clips from another channel. There's currently really no escape from this cycle right now. And if you ask me if I thought it could get better, honestly, couldn't give you a straight answer. Like, the whole situation is chalked right now. But yeah, if you agree with some of my takes, even if you disagree with some of my takes, let me know down below. We're a growing channel here, so a like, comment, subscribe would help out tremendously. That's pretty much it.